Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is probably the 5th time I've started this video. Tried to do it with my face in it, but honestly, it's not one of my better days, guys. It's just, I'm sorry, it's not. So, this is just going to be a general reading, and since I'm recording this on a Monday, then hell, let's just say it's for the week, because why the hell not? So we're just going to get a few messages. What comes up, comes up. I do not ask questions, although if you have one, please ask your angels, because, or spirits, guides, clones, I don't know, whatever you want to ask, other personalities. I just intend that whatever you need to know, whatever you're asking about gets answered. And if it so happens that you don't resonate with any part of this, then this message isn't for you, and that is okay. So with that being said, let's just get some cards laid out. Just start with 2. I don't want this to be that long. And if you hear any peeping, that would be my cat, because he doesn't know how to meow. So, I hope everyone's had a splendid month so far. Doesn't feel that it should be freaking Halloween soon. Alright, and then let's go. Speaking of Halloween, we'll use these. We'll start there, and I'll probably pull more depending on what comes up and what we want to know. Oh, yeah, that was a good one. Okay. Yes, I know, it's a very advanced way of picking cards, you know, fan them out and choose your favorite. But that's just how the cookie crumbles. Okay, our first card is the King of Swords. Your King of Swords is a very intellectual human being. He is very smart and very confident and very, in the reverse, I kind of think he's a bit egotistical. They're very analytical. It's not a bad thing. So this could be you or another person in your life that has these characteristics. A very mature person, an older person, could be a father figure, could be a boss, could be a boyfriend, could be just a lover or a friend. Okay, so now we're getting the Grail Fairy, fertility, the return of life, health, and life cycles. So with this, I'm getting that whoever this person is for you, they are returning. Perhaps this could be a past lover, an old boyfriend, girlfriend, just someone coming back into your life, maybe an old colleague, coworker that leads into something lucrative in your business if this is about career or life purpose for you. But it says the return of life, health, life cycles. So if they're returning and it's healthy for them, then if they were in your life previously and they left you or you left them, or something caused a separation, that's because what you had currently was unhealthy. And for you guys to come back together, you had to separate and become whole again on your own, okay? It's not a bad thing. Yes, remembrance. This is definitely someone you already have a connection with, know of. This is someone you know, and they are remembering you. They are thinking about you. You're on their mind. Again, we're getting King of Swords, so they're very much in their head space, and they're just going through the cycles, and they're remembering you and the good things, and maybe thinking about the the bad things that led to a separation, but more or less like looking on them and then thinking, okay, how can I learn from this, and what can I do differently this time, because they're thinking of you very fondly. Like whenever I see this card, this light is left within a window, and when I think about that, I just feel like a person waiting for their loved one to come home, and they light a candle in the window for them. So I look at this with the remembering you of love, with love, in a loving manner, and so forth. Wow, okay. So we have a couple, not so much of the same thing, but this is because you are the Queen of Pentacles here. You are the nurturer. You are a stable person to him. He is all up, you know, in the clouds in his mind, and you are this grounded person for him. You keep him based in reality in a way. I know that people sometimes don't really think about it that way, but it's almost they can spiral within their own thoughts, overthink a lot of things, not trust in their feelings, you know, always having to find a reason, and you remind them with your grounding energy that it's just a nurturing thing. I forgot what I was going to say. But it's beautiful, actually. It feels very complimentary. It feels very like a balance for when you guys do come back together, if that's what resonates with you. Again, this doesn't have to be love. I'm just getting a feeling of love. It feels very, I want to say like warm, kind of cozy, very nostalgic as well with this remembrance card here. Okay, now we're getting shimmer, glamour, confidence, allure, and charisma. Yeah. This is how they see you. They see you. You guys have been separated. You guys are not physically. I mean, you can be maybe little to no communication. However detailed you want to get, that's fine. However it applies. I just get that as they're thinking about you, as they reflect and think about you, they see you as this confident, alluring, like attractive individual. You are shimmering to them. Your energy just brings them in. It draws them in. It's why they're remembering you, and they're like, okay. But if you are not hearing from this person, it's because this cycle has not, you know, their current one they're in hasn't ended, and they have not been able to start a new one yet. So if this is something you are waiting on or has not happened, just know that it is coming. They are thinking about you. They are remembering you. You just keep going. Feel confident in yourself and your connection and your charisma, I guess. Just be confident, because the more you are confident and focus on you and do things that are the best for you, he sees that, and that draws him in, because he sees you as a very confident, nurturing, alluring, attractive individual, and that's what's attracting him. You know, you don't have to be chasing anybody or somebody or anything like that. Yeah, okay. So he has a problem with control. Zombie. And when I see this card, I want to say it's like a lose control, that he needs to kind of loosen up, which is why I think you are so alluring to him, is because you have what he needs, and he knows that he doesn't know how to go about getting it. It could be a little bit too much in his head. Maybe he doesn't feel like he would, you know, be welcomed back. Maybe he hurt you. Maybe he was so controlling in a way of things had to be just right for him or something, and because that's just like too restrictive, you're this like mother nature type of flowing spirit where that felt very confining to you, or it didn't make sense because it felt cold and calculated and it was just too much. So maybe that had something to do why you guys are not together right now. But I do get that as you continue to be in this Queen of Pentacles energy and be shimmery to him, you know, and be yourself, this helps loosen his control, and you know, and by being you, you show him how to release a little bit of control and allow things. So let's get some more, let's get a little more information about this. Like, where is this going? We'll use these. These are spooky too. Shuffle. I really like this. This feels like, I don't know, it's kind of calming, actually. It just feels like you are just being so awesome and cool on your own that it's just naturally drawing him in. There's not really much you have to do. So if you always feel like you need to be doing something, then that's something you need to let go of. Okay, we'll start there. And then and because I'm getting that it's lovey, I'm going to do another tarot one. This is the Tarot of Sexual Magic. And, you know, boobies. So, I'm an adult, I swear. Where is this going? Okay, we are getting masculine. So yeah, this person, if you know, romantic, this is your counterpart. If you're the feminine watching this, this is your masculine. He is remembering you. He is thinking of you finally, and you know, he says Lord God. You know, that's high status. He's a king. He's coming up as a king over here. So we are getting there. We are just closing out this cycle, because if we weren't really close, I doubt we'd be seeing a king here. We might be seeing a knight or a page, someone a little less sure of themselves, or, you know, far enough on their healing. Queen of, wow, you're coming up twice. Okay, so that's twice now. You are coming up here. You are on his mind. You have never left his mind, whether, you know, you felt it or not. You've just always been there. And he, you know, as you've healed, as you've done your healing and you've progressed, whether you're in communication or not, it's energetically, the second, you know, you start to heal and get in that higher vibration, that he feels. Whether he can understand it or not, that like kickstarts him. That's why he starts to remember you, and that's why even if you're not talking, he knows you are still this shimmering person to him. You are drawing him in, and he may not understand why, but he's getting there as you continue to do you. Wow, so cool. Yes, okay, ethos. So this one says, you know, you need to send what you send out, you also get back. So law of attraction, karma, that type of thing, you know, and it says follow this with mind and heart. So when I see this, it's, to me, it's, what is it that you want? You know, I want, you know, union with this person. I want to reconcile, whatever it is. I want to manifest this. If this, you know, is someone you want to draw in. I get that for a lot of you, it is someone you already know, a very present connection. If this does not resonate with you, then this person could be coming in. Just because you don't know each other doesn't mean that if you aren't, you know, if you're energetically and soulfully connected, you would, you know, that would feel it, and then the universe will find ways to bring you guys together. Anyway, it is saying, this says, card, follow this with mind and heart. So you need to truly believe, and then you need to send it out, set your intention, set that out there, let it go, don't hold on to it, nurture it. You're very Queen of Pentacles, so you nurture it. It's a very nurturing type of thing, and then just allow it go, and then it will come back to you, because that's what it does. What you put out, you get back. And when you put it out with intention, the universe listens and lets things happen. Where we get caught up is getting stuck in the material world and getting stuck in seeing physical things. Now, you are Queen of Pentacles, and she is very, I don't want to say materialistic because that makes her sound shallow, but she's very grounded, very physical. This is your home life type of energy, like 3D world. So don't get too caught up in the material and what you can and cannot see. This is where you need to let go of control of that and trust in the things you can't see and the divine timing and things like that. Yes. Okay, we're getting 5 of Cups here. So disappointment, that's interesting. So with this one, I just get that, like, there's a lot of disappointment. Whether that's from both of you, you're disappointed in him, he's disappointed in you, you're disappointed in yourselves. Whatever it is, it just feels like, you know, when you guys were together, if you've been together in the past, it held such promise. You felt such a connection, and then it didn't work out, and that's so disappointing because it's so hard to understand. Like, how can something that feels so great not work out? It doesn't make sense, and it doesn't mean it wasn't right for you. You guys weren't ready, and you needed to trigger one another. Unfortunately, sometimes that does end up with disappointment and hurt, but you had to then go your separate ways and heal, and then the more you guys heal and grow within your own confidence in selves, then the more that draws you guys back to each other, because that's what you put out, and because you are so soulfully connected, like, you guys will draw each other close. So I'm actually going to draw, let's just grab the top, one more of each deck. Divine Wisdom. That's very telling. So this is like an added card in this tarot deck. It's not in the traditional. But this, to me, I'm just saying, I got the word trust immediately. Trust in the divine. Trust that it knows what it's doing, and that part of wisdom is knowing that there are certain things, you know, you're not supposed to know. And you're not supposed to know it for a reason. So stop fighting it. Stop trying to find a way to figure it out. Stop, you know, asking over and over again and getting no answers or getting confusing answers. You need to trust and let go. And as you do that, that person will also do that and let go of their control as well. So I kind of like that. Next, we're getting dark moon, maturation, growing up, introspection, know thyself. Yeah, as you guys, you know, do this and continue healing, and you guys bringing, you know, each other back into each other's little atmospheres, this is going to be a more mature connection. This is something that you've had to go through. This says there's a dark moon. You've had to go through a dark side of the moon. You've had to go and do some shadow work and figure some crap out, and it has resulted in disappointment in the past or currently, or we're just getting through it and we have to come to terms with it. But this is growing up and knowing that, you know, things had to happen the way they happened, and you know, you learn from your mistakes, you learn your lessons, you adapt, you continue on. You don't hold any negative energy against it, because you know that that just keeps you stuck and holds you back. So as you guys like come back together, you're gonna both have this innate energetic mature shift where it's just gonna feel better. Like, what if you guys were together in the past, then what was an argument or an issue, like, and you knew that they were silly? That's not going to be a thing, because you are not going to respond in that same manner, because you have healed yourself from being triggered by things like that. You're able to stay in your power and keep yourself calm and just do you. And so, you know, should an issue from the past come up in the present, if you guys are together, if that makes sense. If not, sorry. If that were to happen again, the same argument wouldn't occur, is what I'm saying, because you guys have grown up. I think that's really cool. What did we do next? Okay, this one. Yes, authenticity. This says invisibility. You are being your authentic self. You are finally standing in your own power. I said that earlier. It is just all about the more authentic you be, you know, and the more authentic you are, that is what makes you shimmer. That is what draws, you know, each other into you, the more authentic you are, because you're being so true to yourself. You're following your heart and listening to your intuition. You're being guided, and you're trusting, and you're not resisting, and you're going with the flow. And it's like awesome. This feels really awesome to me. What's next? This one. Wow. Wow. Union. Yeah, this is coming up, guys. If it's, you know, not happened yet, if I feel like it's not. I feel like this is coming up a lot, you know, soon for some people. We'll actually maybe ask an angel answers for that, see what's going on here. But this is leading back to union. And so with that, as this happens for you guys, remember the lessons you've learned. You know, this is a start of a new cycle, yes. So if this is what you want, this union, and I'm seeing that it is, because you know, Queen of Pentacles has come up twice, the masculine specifically has come up, this union card, like, this is where it's headed. And if this is something that you truly want, and you get another chance at a new cycle with this person, to me, I'm just saying, use it wisely. This divine wisdom, like, use it wisely in a sense that you are healed, so have faith in yourself. That's what I'm getting. It's not a do things differently, because you automatically are going to do that. You wouldn't be coming back together if you weren't healed enough to automatically do things differently. So I think what's holding some back is lack of confidence. If you're not shimmering enough, you are lacking the confidence, which means you aren't trusting in the divine, and you need to renew that faith and renew your confidence, and, you know, center yourself, ground yourself, Queen of Pentacles, you know, get back in the, you know who you are, be yourself, and just trust, and it's gonna freaking happen. Yeah, oh, you're coming up. Okay, 3, Empress. Wow, yeah. The Empress, the masculine, the Queen of Pentacles. Wow, this is a very, very beautiful, intense, lovely connection. I also get that it was painful, has been painful. It's not easy. Sometimes, you know, as much as you feel that you have loved this person, you know, there are days when you just don't fucking like them. And that's okay. You guys needed to heal. You are a very divine connection. It is, you guys are a counterpart. You complement each other. And by doing that, you also trigger each other and mirror each other. And so certain things had to happen. But ultimately, it's for the best. And with that being said, let's ask angel answers, because those tend to be a little more direct. We can say, we'll just ask, what else do we need to know about this? What else do we need to know as far as timing or last guidance, advice? What do we need to know? It's like the parting words from Spirit. Last message. Okay. Ooh, okay, that one popped out too. So we'll do 4. Okay. Look for a sign. Whenever I see this one, this means there's some doubt present. If you're being told to look for a sign, that means you're not seeing the ones you're being given, which means you're probably doubting something for a reason, and that's why you're not looking for them, or you're looking for them in the wrong way, like you're having expectations again. So you need to not doubt it, really trust it, get back. I keep saying, center yourself, remind yourself, what is reality. And that is, if you have fears and doubts, that's your ego. So shut that bitch up. Trust your heart. Yeah, ask for help from others. That could literally mean talking to friends, talking to a therapist, asking your angels, spirits, guides, gods, whatever you call them, whatever resonates with you. Won't leave anyone out. Ask them for help. Ask them for the signs, and then look for them. Ask them, please send me a sign that I am on my right path. However you want to word it, I don't care. That's for you to figure out, because it's your journey. But ask, and you will get the help. It's why you're being told to ask. The universe wants to give you this help. It wants to give you these things, but you have to know what to ask for. It's not going to just throw these things at you, and if it has, you're not seeing it. So shut your ego up, stop doubting, trusting, ask for help, and then be open into receiving and then flowing with what happens. Yeah, listen to your intuition, trust yourself. Divine wisdom is basically a freaking intuition card to me. Yeah, let go. That's 2 now that we've had about control. So there's no timing here, and I think that's because this is, I get that it's close because it just feels so like awesome. I don't even know how to describe it. It feels great. But the timing is basically up to you. It's up to you to figure out, how soon you are going to listen to this and start listening to your intuition and letting go. And the sooner you can, you master that and you get on that, so will your partner, and this union will happen probably faster than you think. Now, don't put expectations, because that's uncool. So just trust. A lot of it is trusting, letting go of your doubts, of your fears. You've grown. You've been through your shit. You have no more dues to pay right now, okay? This is where, this union is your payoff, so to speak, of all of this crap that you've just been going through, and you've earned it. You deserve it. This is what you've been working for. So allow it. Open up. Just breathe and know that, you know what? For once, I can just allow. That's how something is going to happen. I'm going to allow it to happen because I know that it is meant for me, and it's not going to pass me by because I'm such a badass. So I thought that was pretty cool for all of you. I hope it resonated with some of you, and if not, then I'm sorry. Maybe the next one will. And if anybody out there wants a private reading, feel free to contact me. I'll leave that information below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.